What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3 as Brazil. We just got done taking over the northern states of Guyana from the Europeans. There is one remaining. It is the French. We are going to damage relations with you in the hopes of conquering this one piece of territory that you hold, and hopefully getting that into our block here. Maybe I can get an alliance with China. Maybe, I don't know. My thoughts to go towards the United States, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Hopefully someone will fight. We're going to have truce with France, aren't we? We do. 8 months. Only a year truce. That's actually not terrible. Mutual foreign aggressor. I'm actually going to accept that. Because you own a lot of stuff. And that gets us closer to having an alliance with you. And as long as you ditch this other alliance with fucking El Salvador, which is very interesting. We're almost actually at the point where we can do this. Score within the intelligentsia. We're just going to send the... You don't need to send anybody to that. They will win it on their own. Little by little. Education access, just keep improving it. We're going to make ourselves a wonderful, highly educated people. Speaking of rubber plantations, I need more of it. Domestic. This is in Liberia. Oh, this is need to do domestic here because this is a... now invest in America, which is why I'm seeing this. Whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as people invest in our country, we will be doing fine. We can build up the United States, and it will be good there, too. Also have trench infantry, which is good. Do they require radios for that? I don't think they do. Small arms and ammo. So we could go to there right now. In fact, let's just upgrade them. Helps our power projection. We have now gotten Cosmopolitan. That's a new one. Let's see. Possible. It should be on this list. No, unlocked. It's not an easy one. Have 10 known primary cultures present in your country and have them all be in full acceptance. So basically get multiculturalism as a big nation. So there you go. Public services, we just need to have Social Security investment. We're working on that right now. I don't want to trigger this anymore because I want to get my normal investment up. My normal, yeah. We would have to have a higher population here, but I want to get education access, and it's trending down whenever we take land, so I'm hoping we can avoid that. That's my logic there. I also need to go and up our bureaucracy investment by doing insane amounts of taxation. Speaking of, I did build... Didn't I grab radios? But do I not have telephone switchboard? I do not. That's why. Feminism is on the way. I'm actually not doing terrible on the tech spread stuff. Brazil no longer owes us an obligation. Yeah, take our general, that's fine. This fleet needs an upgrade. You, sir, need a general. Promote you again. And just like that, our navy is supreme. So we have a total of 357 flotillas. That is at parity with GB, just about. And it's much greater than anybody else in the world. Even like France only has 123. Yeah, we are the naval dominant nation in the world. And so that guarantees us dominions over most of these lands here. Cool. So I need to increase your liberty desire, or just attack you and do it that way. Would it have been cheaper just to take the land? I don't know. I do not know. It's only 8 to annex to you right now. I'm going to do that. 8 is just too good to pass up on. For some reason, this guy probably is a lot more. United States would join us. We'll just send one army here. Shouldn't need more than that. And that's an extra 1 million population. You have 4 million. And this little state here has how much? That's the overall of France. 185. Not terrible. Food industry throughput, we'll just cut it back for a little bit here. Security investment is going up. We just need more money to afford it. 140 weeks to make it to level 5. We're also about to get to the great university buildings. Where do I have more peasants? You, sir. Need a lot of these. You're welcome. And railways, I want to go and build these domestically. In Buenos Aires. And get all that situated there, so we're looking good. Checking our trade routes, we have 2K exports. That's really not making me a lot of money. Our rubber exports should be doing more. Oh, we've lost our, what was an amazing, like 1,000 per employee. Go ahead and ditch that. We'll do another one here to the French. All right, we need to get more ports, I think. Consequences be damned if building them in places with no people. We'll get them employed somehow. The micro doesn't really matter when you're this large anymore. That being said, let me cut my consumption tax on. You know, it'd probably be better if I cut this and instead lobby the coffee tax. We make a roughly equivalent there. These are things that we export. Anyway, Bolivia's dead. Cool. That cleans up a big chunk of our nation. Look how clean that is. Speaking of New Granada, how much are you worth? Why are you worth 27 infamy in this little state here? I guess you do have a lot. Women's suffrage now exists. Old Brazilian ways. Need to change. Ooh, I do not want the Panama sale. Please come and fight me if you must. Hell, I'll just build the damn Panama Canal my fucking self. That way you can't claim it from me. Alright, we now have no treaty with you. Once we go below cordial, I can attack Paris to get the French Guiana. A lot of independent support coming in the form of Russia and Venezuela in this region. All Brazilian states, 3 out of 10, have rubber producing and must be upgraded to exploit the Amazon. How can I see my urban center size? Because I would love to see a filter. Like, I know I have urban centers here. I want to see the numbers. That way I know where to focus my growth. So I could probably play the whole game and not build the right stuff. Let's also say abroad. I want to build all of these. You can afford to build gold mines. I should be the one building them and making money off you. Right, I think I'm kind of... Well, actually, it doesn't... If I build 5 universities, universities are very good at producing... what's it called? Urbanization. 100 urbanization gives you a urban center. So these alone are going to give us 1 urban center. Right? Pretty sure. Is it 100 to 1? What's the ratio there? $57 levels. So let's see here. Like, can I see the urbanization? That's a good way to find it. Embargo the Germans. Let's just ignore that. Accept it, but ignore it. So, we have... size 9. So I'm assuming 900 urbanization? No. For each 75 used urbanization. Okay, so there you go. So we're going to get 1 level of urban center per of the things we build there. If we build our rubber plantations as well, each of those gets 5 urbanization. Let's also upgrade our oil production, since this is a profitable industry as well. And we can basically do anything we want with how populous we'll be. Okay, Panama survey is going to be done. We'll get our bureaucracy back. Lose some rubber plantation. Panama, I did the wrong option there. Panama, build it first. There you go. Someone's attacking me. This is the Jazz. Throw you across the sea to go win this. And we're not yet there. We're getting close. Once this goes below 25, we can finally attack France. And it will be just our subjects in this region. I also want to attack you to get you to have lower liberty desire. The annex to their subject doesn't help us here. Getting a lot of mass migrations incoming. It's understandable why. We are kind of great. How's our market pro? We need a lot of engines, a lot of steel. Got a lot of excess of this. Doesn't sell for much though. Oh, a ton of excess. You probably need to go and get ourselves some more of the things I've queued up down here. Go and fight yourselves. That's fine. Hindustani migrants. Bolster primary school and women's suffrage. Let's see about that. Click the button. And next we're going to go for women's suffrage. $184 million GDP. Closing in on the top 2. We're probably going to actually pass them. Considering I'm still going to take quite a bit of GDP from the people around us. Why cannot I take this land? I have a truce with you. Let's figure out why I can't do this. Less than cordial. So 20 is the cutoff for cordial. There's a Maya uprising targeting Mexico. America has too many alliances. That'll let us improve our education investment, which is good. Don't need colonial growth. Britain can have all of that. I just want to have South America. And one level here. Okay, we can now attack this, get the conquer state. Don't care who's getting involved. None of these guys border us. We just do this. We stop damaging relations. Put our large army on the front. Holy cow, that's a friggin' large army. I didn't know we had that many people. Alright, you need to go and sit right there. One of you is going to raid convoys. The other navy is going to sit over here. And we're going to sit this navy out here as well. Just to see what you eventually go for. The United States wants to get involved. What would you offer me? Hey, I'll pass. Don't need a transfer state from you. Thank you very much. You want Guyana. You want war-ups from Brazil. You want a lot of stuff. But you know what you probably don't want is to defend your land. Anyone willing to offer me something really cool to get involved in a war? There's a lot of wars happening around here. Feeling like it's a no. Also, I forgot to do this a while ago, but someone mentioned that my clicking sounds were too loud, and I agreed. There you go. Because I pause all the time. I feel like I can be really loud whenever I do the balance later on in the game. So we're going to have it be a little bit quieter. And hopefully things will work out. Maybe I should also just pump up the music a little bit. This is going to throw the balance for this episode and the other episodes very far off. But hopefully it will work. I also need to pick up my own audio balance then, since it sounds quiet for me. I do like having my loud interface sounds. Yeah, I probably should have left him where he was at. Let's do the 154 that's already defending that region. And just have them come sit here. There's a lot of people that have come to this front because there's only one front. But if I just come over here and do that, it's no longer a problem. Hidden children. Accept it. I'll take the relationship modifier. There's a front, some stuff happening here that's no longer a problem. Extra company. Let's do the steel mill throughput for sure. The profit we'll see from that is going to be wild. How many more pages of universities do I have? Ooh. Okay, let's take a break from those. Stretch goal there. Also, I know for a fact we're not going to get 90 literacy. It's just not possible unless you style your whole game towards it, which I haven't. I'd have to just pick a nation and play tall, and I've been too aggressive here because I want to have a nice and uniform South America. Get the ports up there. Ports equal to money because we have so many exports. My fingers hurt. Buenos Aires. Rubber plantations. Zulia and Bolivar. Vienna. All right, there we go. And there's a bunch of mass migrations that we paid for. Didn't notice I wasn't paused that entire time. Thought did I disband a steel mill? I think I did. I don't know. Bonus minting will help us a lot as well. Anywho, upgrade our costs here and cut the government wages. It will be fine. Definitely went overkill with my production there, but that's fine. That Russian support independence is very annoying. $36 for me to do it. New mandate. Let's upgrade our construction capacity to the higher level. It's going to cost us more. Let's get our acceptance up here. Need 14 more million people to get our goal. Just keep swapping out whoever's in power. How is this subject doing? They're almost at the annexation level. If I were to reduce subject payment, they would actually do it for cheap. It must be more expensive when you force it. That would make sense. Develop Amazonian state. Yes. Novel solution. Yeah, let's get the authority. Four out of 10 Brazilian states have done this. Need to exploit every single state. This war needs to be over. We're going to take French Guiana. Still close. So we need Piedmont's around. There's our alliance with the United States. So we now have a North and South American alliance here. Mexico's dead. Does not matter about Mexico. We'd have 10 members of our league here. That's not happening. Especially not when we only have 10 more years of the game. But a guy can dream. More rubber plantations, more ports, and everything else. Rubber rush, accept it. Definitely don't want to give them more reps. There's compulsory primary school, meaning I am going to increase my education investment as soon as I can up my tax income. So there and there. That's good. We're solidly in strength rank 2. I wouldn't say solidly. We're 80 points above the German Empire. We're doing all right there. We're lacking in the military front. Yeah, it's the number of battalions we have. But we are doing well. We just don't have an absurd amount. Speaking of, Ejército de Sol. Get you some people. $500 points per. And we will max out everything we can possibly max out here. This war is over. And there we go. Another region of Guyana welcomed into the fold. So, I can probably do other things here then. So I can probably come and annex you for only 6 infamy. Hell yeah. Guatemala, Honduras, and other things. We'll come and assist here. Use one army to win this front. No one else will probably join him. If they do, they're dumb. Now all my infamy is going to be channeled into that. Education access. And our education will get improved in 38 weeks. Awesome. More ports are getting built, I believe, now? Yes, I've queued up a ton of ports. I'm assuming ports will earn back their money just because of how our imports-exports work. Though it will require me to cut some of these terrible trade routes, these imports, that we don't actually need, as we become a rubber and coffee exporter, with some other things crammed in there as well. Did I make this a little bit too loud for the music? I think that's fine. It's hard to get the balance right when you can only go between 40 and 50%. You can't go like right in the sweet spot between the two. One complaint I have there. Got to build up our states. And Venezuela, you are next. So I wish I could tell us the breakdown. Plus 20% for being a great power. Really? Interesting. So you can get away with less when you're a great power. Good to know. It's a point for staying unrecognized, I guess. It's one of the few pros to doing that. In 1 year, we will lose a little bit of our radicalism here. Let's just declare this very... 30 infamy is way too much. How can I get this down? We're improving here. Let's do the knowledge sharing. Yeah, I think that's right. And just like that, we can go ahead and incorporate and reset this state. There we go. Western has advanced. We'll pay off our progress here. This is still maxed out. Like, we just went to war and you still support his independence. Very annoying. Okay, drop this, drop a lot of these. Golly, these are terrible. And then bureaucracy fixes. Bureaucracy is going to be a constant problem just because of how big our population is. We grow by 1 million pop each year. Incorporate a pop, so it's different. Target population is 70 million. Okay. Our GDP is now... These guys are neck and neck. We're 40 million GDP away from them. There's 20 million-ish right there. Right now we're investing in exports. Cancel this. Oh, I just canceled 2 very good trade routes. Oops. You and you. Let's do some more clothing to Austria. Tooling to Japan and China. And we ourselves are going to invest in construction sectors because we have the options for it. We now have 500,000 peasants in fucking Patagonia, just because we've been focused by so many migrations. And it's actually driven down our literacy because of that, so we're never getting the goal there. We can do women's suffrage. So let's do it. We're going to end up with probably everything we could ever ask for, right? I guess workers' protection is the next step. It's getting ourselves a proper economy. Take a shot every time we have a mass migration target us. Do that if you want to die. Electric soap. Let's go through and that's the jazz. It just turned on houseware plastics. That's going to be costly for us, but we do have probably everything we need to get that done. Let's just turn on all the things and fix it as we go. Some of you need to be radio. We can at least do repeating rifles. A lot more fertilizers. One you can do fig orchard. Mechanized slaughterhouses. I didn't actually build a ton of fertilizer places. Alright, we're just going to create a huge shortage of a lot of things, but we can work those out probably. Public motor carriages. Coal-fired power plants where acceptable. Same with electric sawmills. Refrigerated rail cars, combustion engines, tanker cars. Electric trains where we can. And rail log cars. Don't need chainsaws right now. Alright, welcome to the shortages. We will deal with them as they come. Namely oil. And so I have a bunch of oil queued. Let's kick down the gold mines that aren't in our own fucking nation. And kick down the ports as well. Alright, 2 years to build the queue. Most of them will find their own way. I need to turn on, for some of our motor industries, let's do like U to automobile, U to automobile, U to automobile. Split the production between the two. And it will probably fix itself as we go. Alright, we're about to drop down below the infamy threshold. Are you now declining? You're not. Interesting. Split the Amazon state. We are the harbinger of whatever. Absent mind. Remove it. Cause without a rebel. It's a positivist. Go ahead and go. 70 million incorporated population. Jazz revolts. Oh yeah, I just gotta send someone to go enable invade that. You. Oh, you actually are. I think they should actually win this time. But whatever, we'll just naval invade it anyway. Or attack it anyway. If I naval invade, they do just stay over there. And I probably have a ton of electricity shortages, huh? Yes, I do. Let's make sure we have power plants everywhere. At least one. If they need more, they'll probably add it. All of these have been built by just natural construction and not me building any of them. Gotta love it when your country works for you. Even with that being considered, I need to build Alto Paraguay. Now let's click this and just get this damn thing to stop here. As the Portuguese leave to come visit our lands. Alright, let's just go ahead and knock them down to size. 36 of me. It's gonna put us above. Let's wait till we get to that 14 mark. Or it'll take a little bit for the war to happen anyway. Here comes census suffrage. We'll call the United States into here if they will accept for an alliance. Go and war reps me. Conquer state. Let's take Bolivar. You're now fearful. So if I call you in as an ally, what are the odds they just don't, they back out all the way? Be in favor of that. Well, they do have Austria involved now. If I'm going to take all of them, I probably should just do the full shebang, right? Take 2 states, put them down to nothing. So now they're looking at Bolivar and Miranda being lost, and you're just going to get stuck with Zulia. Welcome to nothing. My ally's not leaving me, so he will help me defend. Emphasis on the defend. Speaking of, let's just make sure everyone here can hold a decent amount of troops. And we will just be able to take all of this with our navies. Japan is sending people here now. A lot of these are going to get canceled by the war. Say goodbye to some profit. I feel like I built so many of these damn things in Patagonia. Do I have telephone switchboards yet, or am I just sitting here with nothing? It is about to get done, and then I won't worry about this at all. And I did upgrade our units, right? Upgrade the Navy. Even though our entire Navy is sitting at sea right now. There's women's suffrage, and now it's to get our standard of living high, peasants less the population, and have a high literacy. Literacy will not happen. Sorry to say. Get the guy in Grand Columbia, go and win us our little battle here. Okay. Take you. Naval invade the next state. Take this guy out here and have him raid convoys just to really hurt the two guys that have their armies here. Since you should not have access to this region. If I had anything to say about it. Alright, which navy do we need to put down? Split Amazonian state, yes. Another university. Wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last. Upgrade our tax law, because it still looks very expensive. Famous cafe. Sure. Forgot we were at a higher tax rate here. Oh! Instrument protection and for legitimacy sounds good. Here's our first aggression here. So they want to liberate Ecuador, Chile, and gain independence. They will have none of those. Because I am here. And I will be naval invading them the entire time. As we raid convoys and make sure that these guys have barely any supply. If it would show me supply, this is manpower. Would love to see the supply of this army. You would think we would raid their convoys to shit here, like... Okay, that one's done. There goes Zulia. Let's do Armada Nakal. What the hell did we just get? Oh, Christo Redentor. Yeah, I forgot about that. The Catholic Circle of Rio de Janeiro has issued a proposal to construct a statue of Jesus Christ atop Mount Corcovado. The group has collected a significant sum of money to be used in the construction. Let's do it. Political lens. Christo Redentor. Prestige. Let's do it just because we can. Because the Catholics aren't relevant anyway. Rollfolk are back, though. Good to see them making a comeback. And now we're just going to knock them all out. Since their capital state is already gone. And all it took was an incredible amount of infamy that's probably going to upset our trade relations and cause me to stutter, apparently. And now we have ourselves a union here. So this should just end once these guys capitulate. Let's not get anarchists here. We don't need them. We've already gotten everything done that we need to get done. And when these guys capitulate, they will have nowhere left to defend. Good. So what are we waiting for here? What is the point of sitting here? We got the Netherlands, we've got Austria. You're not getting anything from me. Reduce subject payment, and you are exempt from service. Surely you'll now lose some vassalization, or at least slow down. Maybe not? No. Alright, we wait to have this all just kind of go away. Sit with our current people in power. Christ Redeemer will get built in Rio de Janeiro. Let's make sure we are monetizing that. This should be... We can't subsidize it, but that's fine. Building that and the Panama Canal. There goes the German Empire. White peace, accept, and we are now out of the war. With only a little tiny bit still left to be claimed. Let's make sure we incorporate both these states and reset them as well. I also need to go through and make sure we're re-upping our rubber wherever possible. Domestically. Looks like we're all good. And let's make sure our infrastructure usage is all right domestically as well. 2 needed in Bolivar. 7 out of 10 states. Be prepared and avert of... Okay, that was the famine one. That's a very rare one. I got that just by being lucky. Be prepared. Circle of Tanky, deeds not words. Red basket isn't the right one. It's definitely not a very hard achievement. Maybe we gotta cycle it. Excuse me. There you go. Be prepared to avert a famine during a high-intensity harvest condition. So you just kind of gotta have. I think it's National Militia or whatever it's called, National Guard, and then just be there, ready for when shit happens. We're losing a lot of money, mostly because I think there's been a huge uptick in not really welfare payments, probably the goods from government buildings. And kind of a steady increase in the cost for those. I think it's time to cancel the universities, though. We've got enough. It's not possible to get 90, at least in the next 13 years. If we get close and I feel like a dumbass, then oh well. But it is possible to get the #1 GDP if we just focus on growing and building things that make sense. So let's do that and kick off the universities that are still a little bit in progress. Multitudinous. There we go. So we get bonus prestige permanently. That puts us actually very close to making #1 great power if we can sort by GDP. Armed Force Interventionism, I decline. We're going to export another Amazonian state. There's 2 more states that we need. Amazon rainforest trait. Let's see what states have that. Do any of you have developed Amazon rainforest? So those are 2 states that have developed. And are those the 2 that I'm missing to get this done? They are. And so, what's the criteria here? Need to have 15 rubber plantations, a railway, and a level 4 urban center. So you have rubber plantations done, urban center done, railway, and likewise you have the railway, and you just need a more urban center. Okay. What makes money here? There you go, motor industry. Get 10 of these and you'll be just okay. And that will let us move on for those 2 states. Does not have taming the Amazon. So this, what does this exploited give us versus the other trait? I'm curious. I haven't really looked into this. So exploited gives state construction efficiency, bonus hardwood, bonus agriculture, bonus migration. And the developed gets the same, but just worse. And I guess the base Amazon is probably worse than the other one, so I can't tell you because I haven't found any state that has Amazon and not been exploited by me. Like Maracaibo and the Andes, but that's not the same. We've somehow managed to actually go through our gold reserves, which is impressive. If I'm being honest, did not think it was possible. But we have, even with our taxes at the highest level, which is not actually good. We're going to cause problems for us. Good news here is we are no longer going to be... It's probably because I changed over to needing electricity in a lot of places, huh? Yeah, our private construction probably is insane right now. Helping us meet some of these demands that we're creating. Let's fix some of our exports here. 500 productivity to the Germans. Sounds wonderful. 600 productivity here and 400 here, 300 there. All of that is good. 900 here, 800 here. All of the amounts there are marvelous. Let's go back to our government construction so I can see what's going on here. And now we're just going to kind of ride out into the sunset here. I think we have 1 episode left. Venezuela will die. Even if I have to go to pariah status to get it done, we are going to take out Venezuela and unify South America. I could see an argument for West Indies being taken. What do you consider this? It's the Caribbean. It's different. It's different. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm not taking Caribus or Mosquito, whatever. It's going to all stay. But for now, we're close here. 1 more episode, I think, to wrap this all up, and we'll have ourselves a completed Brazil campaign with most of the Amazonian achievements done, which is exciting. So for now, I'm Cosmo here. If you enjoyed, I've been Sean Spooskiners. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.